I am literally the best Alli of all time in the United States. Let me show you my strategy for how I got here. What I did is played on this map called Cobblestone Swamp on a 5v5 gem grab. You're going to want to run a team of Janet, Lily, Alli, Draco, and Bo. So here's how it works. You want Janet to run the left lane, Alli and Lily to burst down the middle the entire time, and you're going to have Draco and Bo be best friends in the right lane. So here I'm going to be showing off 3 games in action so you can see exactly how it works for yourself. The first game is probably one of the best games that we had as the team. I'll just be showing off the Alli gameplay here. My strategy at the start was always to identify where the enemies were with her cold-blooded gadget, then go in for a few easy swipes if I knew it was pretty much safe enough to do so. Most of the time, I didn't necessarily care about staying alive. The more important thing was just applying enough pressure to get the enemies to move back a little bit. So even if that meant I went down, it's not a big deal because I was just applying pressure. Give enough time for the Janet to move up into her position, as well as the Draco and the Bo. The fact that I lived right here with 547 health is actually insane. I managed to kill the Mr. P and the Brock before the Mortis comes in and kills me. But that's okay, I'll take that trade-off any day. And you'll notice the game's been only going on for what, maybe 30 seconds? I'm not even sure. And it's already 15 gems to 1. Like, these enemies actually stand no chance at all. And that was a crazy double kill right there. Someone literally put the game over spray on the floor because they know, yeah, it's not looking good for the enemy team. So as countdown begins, it looks very clear that this game is in the bag. So I'll go ahead and take a moment to explain why we're running this comp specifically. I'll talk about Janet first. Janet is an amazing lane user. She's just a great brawler. The fact that she's able to fly away when she's in danger makes her such a good gem carrier. Real quick before I get into the next game, I wanted to show off my 2200 Alli with the 25 win streak. And as you can see on my profile, I managed to get a 91 win streak as well, which is insane. And right here, as I was going through my battle log, I was actually trying to find an example of a game where we lost to see how we can improve. But when you're the best Alli ever in the United States, you don't really lose, as proven by my, 2200 trophies. So I'm going to have to stick to another normal game of us winning. This game here that I'm showing was a little bit tougher, but I wanted to include it for 2 reasons. One being that I didn't get star player, and 2 being that I just wanted to reinforce how crazy broken the strategy is. Like, even if I'm going in a whole bunch with Alli and I'm dying, even if the KD is not the best, the whole point is having the Lily and Alli constantly in the enemy lines, having Alli be able to swim over the water, jump through the grass, go invisible. Lily can go invisible. Lily can bring an enemy into the shadow realm. It's just way too much pressure for them to handle. And to prove my point, literally with the exception of the Mortis, just Lily and I are able to clear their entire team. We just won a 2v4 by ourselves, except the Mortis. And again, the game is halfway over. They haven't picked up a single gem, and all of them are in the top right of the map. Literally, you can see all of them are stuck in the top corner while we have the entire map's room to work with. Also, that was a crazy Gus shot. I gotta give credit where it's due. Right here, as I go invisible, I make a little bit of a silly play because I jump right into the Tick's super, but I managed to kill the Mandy. So that still means I provided value to the team because I got a kill before I died, and I completely negated the Tick super, so that counts for something. And right as I go in and get the kill on the Gus, the game starts wrapping up, so I'll let the countdown finish and I'll let the whole game play out. So this is the final game I'll be showing off because it lasted almost 2 minutes instead of the average 1.5 minutes because this team was ever so slightly more challenging. We still won, of course, but I just think this is a good one to show off. And I'll be showing off a couple more people other than myself just so you could see the whole game plan in action. Just want to focus here. I'm telling you, the Bo and the Draco go to the right. They need to help each other. And especially with the introduction of Draco's new broken hypercharge, I think he's a good versatile pick no matter what. I want to point something out right here that's very important that people might not catch. You can see as the Lily is coming up on the left side of the map, their entire team is starting to get stuck in this little swarm in the top right corner. The reason this is important is because no one is even anywhere near the left side of the map where some of the gems are spawning, so they're losing out on half the gems. So they have just the tiny top right corner of the map, and as you can see, we have the entire whole rest of the map to play with. Like, we have so much pressure on them, they can't even escape this little corner. You can literally see all 4 of them and the Doug spawning in that tiny corner. They have nowhere to go. And yeah, because of those interactions right there, the game is as good as done. Again, there's like 2.5 minutes on the clock, and they only have a few gems, and we're well in the lead. And in a second on the left side, you'll see the Janet gets hit by the Mandy super, but the Janet still supers away anyways, and this is perfectly fine and totally smart. The reason you need her on the left side as a gem carrier, as I mentioned before, is because she has a free get out of jail card with her ability to fly away. And now, as you can see, we're literally only 1 gem away from countdown, which we get here in a second, but actually things start looking a little hairy. A lot of our brawlers get low HP. We actually do die with the gems and lose countdown, but once we regain it, it is as good as done. Now the game is completely ours to win. So yeah, that wraps up today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm showing off some of my leaderboard rankings right now. And with that being said, I am the best Alli in the United States, and she's my girlfriend. She loves me and not you. Goodbye.